Hey guys, each year my family and I decorate our yard for the holidays. First thing I do is I put up this archway and we light it up, and then we do inflatables behind, and we then switch it up for Christmas season, when then we switch up the lights for New Year's. Sometimes we even let it sit around until Valentine's Day. Folks in the neighborhood love to walk their dogs through here. Kids love to ride their bikes through here. But where it all kicks off is Halloween. And that's what you see behind me here. Kids love to trick or treat. I'll set up the Ford Lightning behind me here with something in the front. But we wanted to show you how we set this up and how we build these arches. So today I am going to show and walk through how we do this arches using PVC pipes, and then the lighting effects that you see here are done by twinkly lights that are RGB programmable. They can all be linked together, and we can change colors, and we can do patterns and all kinds of stuff like that. For Christmas, we keep it a little bit more dynamic, where we've got all the different colors. And then for Halloween, it's pretty simple, just kind of with the orange, or sometimes we'll go with green, because we've got the green spider behind me here. But on today's video, we're really going to focus on just this archway you see behind me and how that is built, and how we put this together. So stay tuned and join me for this adventure. The description will have all of the parts you need, and the description of where to get everything to build one of your own.
Welcome to Bo Family EV. I hope you'll like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Let's go.
So the first thing I do is actually mow the lawn. I try to set it for the lowest setting I can, because I'm not going to be able to mow it once the archway and inflatables and lights are on the yard. So once I've done that, it's then important to measure out the spaces for the arch, and then I hammer in these rebar stakes, and I put them every 5 feet, and then I put them across at a width of about 104 inches. And I make sure I double check the measurements, making sure everything is nice and straight. My yard is perfect for this because it is 25 feet long on the side closest to the house. So that works out perfectly for 6 archways every 5 feet, which is perfect because I then buy pre-cut 5-foot PVC pipes. So you can see me here with my son measuring out, double and triple checking, making sure that when I hammer the rebar in, that I stand back and take a look, make sure it's nice and straight. And it's centered on the center line of the sidewalk also. So I'm basically going with 52 inches to the left, 52 inches to the right, so it's nice and centered. And then again, every 5 feet in between. Once the rebar is in, I then just take the 5-foot pieces of PVC and I put them into place. Once I've got the 6 pieces on each side, then I'm going to take and top them with some connectors. So the front arch and the back arch are going to use 1/2-inch 3-part T connectors, because they all need to go up, down, and then across for the center support. The 4 arches in the middle will have a 1/2-inch PVC Schedule 40 cross connector. And I'll have links for all of this in the description as well. You can see them on Amazon, but you can go to Home Depot, Lowe's, your local Ace Hardware, your local neighborhood hardware store, and get any of these pieces. Once all the connectors are put in place, I then go up and just pull them together to create the arch. One important thing is you should always wear safety goggles. I'm not doing it here, so shame on me. But they can snap, and you can see a couple of them because they're just held together by pressure. Sometimes they will kind of lose that connection and pop open, and you can crack the PVC. Now, once those are in place, I then take a waterproof enclosure, and inside of that is a power strip. And that is also waterproof. I'll leave links to that. These are the 2 sets of twinkly lights. They are 600 lights each, and they are 150 feet long, 75 feet each string, so they are split down the middle. So what I'm going to do here is untangle them. They're still green from last year. I'll change them with the software to orange for this year when I'm done. But I'm basically holding them on each side so that I can untangle them. And then there are 75 feet that will go around the arches to the front 3, and then the other 75 feet will go to the arches on the back 3. And so that's what I'm hanging them here now with the Velcro cable fasteners. Those will be linked below in the description, so you can check those out. When I'm all done with these, I'll come back and I'll do lights down the center spine as well as the left and right side supports, and then I'll add another set around the yard and my chairs and the doorway and garage door, etc. So here you can see me finishing off the 6 archways just to get those strung up, and it looks really nice at night. It makes it really easy to see how they're being laid out, and it's just the perfect fit for the amount of space that I have for my yard. You can use other lights, of course, but these are really cool because you can program and do a whole lot with them, do patterns, and I switch them up for the Christmas season.
So guys, now that the basic arch is put together, the last thing I did here was then added these extra strings of lights that you see around me here. So you can see that all around the yard we added lights. We also added lights here down the middle of the spine, and these side support pieces here on each side. We added lights there as well. But the basic arch structure, we wanted to see how to do that, how to put those together, and the basic lights themselves. So you can kind of see that basically these are a pair of 600 lights, 1,200 altogether. They are 150 feet each, and then they are split into sections of 75. So that's what we were showing you there on the time lapse. And then we added another set of 600 for the spine and the side supports. So that's what's been done. Then we took and have another set of twinkly lights in this kind of pegboard, and this is all set up into just a grid pattern, and we can then put different art and different figures. In this case, we've got the pumpkins and skull, but then for the holidays we also do reindeer and Christmas trees and presents and that kind of thing. So that is what you see here with this board. And then of course we just add inflatables. So for Halloween, we have the spider, we have the ghost, we have SpongeBob sitting on a pumpkin down here, and then at the end we have another kind of witch in there. And then in this area here we've got a pumpkin with trees and ghosts, and then we've got this kind of castle in this archway here with bats. So these are the inflatables that we have for the Christmas season. We just add Christmas themed inflatables, including in the middle here we have a countdown to Christmas that the kids love to see. We have a school just down the street here, and so every morning as the kids walk through, they can get an idea of how much longer to Christmas. So love doing this for the neighborhood. It's a lot of fun, but Halloween is what kicks it off. Hopefully you guys learned a lot. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments and I'll reply. And if you have anything that you guys have done, any videos, link them down there. I'd love to check them out. Again, this is one of my favorite parts of the year. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. Please like and subscribe. Help me grow the channel. Really appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will see you on the next one.